All right, so here we go. Part 2 of unwrapping. Now we got to pack it down. Now, the thing is about packing is you don't necessarily want to start at 100% until you're done mirroring it over. So, once you have your unwrap, you want to go ahead and right click and convert your character down to an editable poly. And what this will do is it'll give you half your guy. So most people, what they have is they have this pivot point that's all willy-nilly out in the middle of nowhere. And so if you hit G for grid, what I like to do is I like to right click on the grid on the move tool, and if you right click on all the elevators, it sends the pivot point to 0, 0, 0. And again, the pivot point is in the hierarchy panel under effect pivot only, and you hit right click on each of the elevators and it sends it to 0, 0, 0. Now if I go to the front viewport, my character is literally on the grid, and I like to make sure he's on the grid. And before mirroring, I like to reset the X form. So if you go to utilities, you can hit reset X form. Now the button for some people may not be there. If I press it, it doesn't look like anything happened. That's because I built my geometry right. Right click, convert to poly. Now if you can't find it, you go to more and you'll find reset X form in the list. Now because I already have it as a button, it's not going to be in my list, but it'll be in your list. So you have to press the mode, and then you have to press the reset button. When you press it, you get a reset X form in your modify panel on your stack. You just right click, convert to poly. Now for some of you, when you do it, your character might fold inside out and turn black like this. Okay, so you select your character and hit the flip button, okay, and he'll flip right side out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make sure I save my file. There's a mirror button over here. Press it and it mirrors it to the other side, and we want to do it as a copy, not as an instance or a reference. And so when we mirror it over, it actually mirrors over the unwrap. So let's go ahead and attach him up. And so we press the attach button, we attach the other side. We're going to use the boundary tool, and we're going to select the whole character, right click, convert to vertex, and that edge selection will turn into vertices. And really the only thing that you're going to have is going to select all these open faces in the mouth and behind the ear, and maybe your character has no eyes, and so the eye socket's going to be gone. So you don't have to worry about these mouth bits getting stitched up if your weld threshold is low enough. So because mine's set to 0.1, it collapsed the mouth vertices. If I right click, it makes it exit out. So I want to do 0.001, enter. Hit the checkbox. It should be good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to check again. Hit 3 on the keyboard and select it. There we go. So I got as my mouth with the open polys in the mouth and behind the ears, and the stitch in the center of his body is gone. Okay, I'm going to put a new unwrap on it. And by doing so, I will get this, which looks exactly the same of what I had. Let's check the ears. The ear mirrored? Okay, it was. It looks exactly the same, but so now what I want to do is inside of the polygon mode, if you do select inverted polygons, it'll actually select the other half of everything. Now, let's be wise about what we want to have that's what we consider asymmetrical. Asymmetrical unwrap would probably be the shirt. We would probably want the head to be asymmetrical. So the eye would be asymmetrical. The ear can be symmetrical. The pants would probably be asymmetrical. The shoes could be symmetrical. The hands and the arm could be symmetrical, but the shorts and what about the sleeve? Yeah, that could be asymmetrical. So what about the underwear? Yeah, all of that. That's part of the pants. So we have to start deselecting what we don't want asymmetrical. So that means we want to keep symmetrical. So again, turn off, ignore back facing, turn off normalize map, and start deselecting the polygons that you don't want to have. And by the way, I'm hitting F2 to see this. F2 is a toggle inside my mode. And G turns off my grid again, okay? So I didn't get to select the underwear on this side, but it did on this side. So let's go see what's going on. So if I select the underwear, all right, so do select inverted faces. Well, I already said I wanted the underwear to be asymmetrical. So again, let's go ahead and deselect the arm, and I think pretty much, oh, and the shoes. Select this, deselect this. So let's go ahead and deselect this. Alt. Select the Buddha. Okay, so that means all of this stuff that I have selected is going to be asymmetrical when I mirror it over. Oh, I don't want the shoe. Shoe, again, that can be symmetrical. It's fine. High tops. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the mirror button over here. Not this one. Not this one at the top. This mirrors geometry. This mirrors UVs. Oh, okay, before I mirror it, I'm going to right click and hit break and then mirror. So there we go. So now if I move this stuff over, well, what is all this stuff? This is bad. Okay. My guess is there's stuff in the head. Why didn't this stuff get selected? Oh, there it is. It's all the stuff in the hand. Okay. So break, mirror over. And all I'm going to do is just move it. And by doing so, now what I can do is I can start stitching it. So this is, well, by the way, this is a shows the active texture or active map in the dialog box, which is this here. All right, so I just turn it off so I can see. So I'm just going to select the halfway point in here and right click and hit stitch. Not sketch, stitch. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for this side. Stitch. Okay, so this is the back, this is the front of the character. Let's go ahead and stitch up his face. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, I don't know what that is. That's messy. Okay, so this is his butt. Let's stitch that up. Oh, that's his groin. My bad. Okay, and then here's his butt over here. Stitch. Okay. Now the pants, again, that's asymmetrical, and then the shirt sleeve is asymmetrical. Let's put this over here. Put this over by the pants. Okay, and so this is his shoe. So his shoe entirely is entirely symmetrical, because whatever I texture on one piece is going to get textured on both sides. Now look, there's two shoes here because it's the left shoe and the right shoe. They're literally stacked on itself, and that's what I want. I want to keep it that way. So there's his hoof, right? So that's his shoe. And I don't want to texture hands twice, so that's why we're leaving those stacked. Now pants, typically pants they already look asymmetrical when you texture them, okay? Now something else to take into consideration too, if I just select this real quick, ooh, that is not what I was trying to do. Usually this stuff scales down, so I don't know why it's not today. So what I do to combat that is okay, there we go. Now I know which polygon does what. Is I can scale this down because of the width of that one polygon. So if I just scale this down, oh, actually, if I should scale the front of this with it. There, that's good. Okay, so that way I'll know my textures are about the same. Okay, and then this has got to get fixed very quickly here. Okay. So now it's basically time to start Tetrising this this whole entire character and get him on this grid. Now again, I don't know what this was or where it was. That's usually dangerous when you have a polygon floating around. You don't know where it is. All right. So okay, these are sleeves to the shirt. This is his arm skin. Let's just try to put all the skin related data close to itself. I can tell you for the hands, let's go ahead and do something like this. And this way I can put the hands and the fingers next to each other. Get up there. And I'm just going to go ahead and break these fingers, these little areas off. Let's just break them. I was just trying to keep them together for now. And we'll put them over here for now. So let's get all the fingers together. That includes that thumb. Where are you, thumb? Okay, that's a shoe and the pants. I've got, what did I do? That's the ear. This is the eyeball. Alrighty then. Why am I missing a finger? Oh, my bad. Oh, okay. Whew. What is this? Oh, that's that piece of geometry. I don't know what the heck that went to. Wait, that's never good. Okay, so I have the thumb. I thought this was the palm. It's not. The palm is connected to the hand. Okay, so let's go ahead and set this stuff up. So let's try to get them in the finger order. So that's a middle finger, ring finger, pointer finger, and pinky finger. And this goes with this. Where does this go? It goes with the thumb. And still have polygons missing. Ooh, man, I really have to leave. Okay. So let's try to get these fingers about the same size so we can stack them next to each other. All right, so those are his fingers. Now I just got to space them out a little bit. It's the same thing with the same thing. Oh, see, I missed. There's my missing polygon. Garbage. So if I move this over relative space of 1 unit, why can't I move it? I'm not on my move tool. Okay, so if I move this over 1 unit, I can fix my data real quick. Stitch, stitch, and then move it back 1 unit. So this is going to be -1. And now they're back on top of itself. Okay, so that's not finger data. What is that? That is a finger. Which finger was it? I. There it is. So let's move this over 1 unit. Man, I don't know how that happened. Oh, here we go. I can fix this. 1 on the keyboard, tools, target weld. Select all of it, move it over -1. Oh, there's another spot. The hell? Whoa, that is not the right stitch. There it is. Don't know how that happened. So by me moving this manually, it's going to affect how it moves back over to the other side. You'll see. Okay, so -1, they don't line up. So I gotta make sure I fix all that. Yikes. Actually, I haven't had this kind of problem in a very long time. As rushing around, I'm getting careless. I'm getting really tired too. If I don't pay attention to this, this is how the asymmetry starts causing a problem. Okay, that should fix it. What is going on? Would you please? There we go. That's better. Okay, and these little guys here, they can all kind of go together. And that's that. Okay. All right. So individual webbing of the fingers. I think here's what I'm going to do is, this, whoops, these thumbs should be about the same height as the fingers too, and comparable width. Okay, it's 7 a.m. I really have to get going. Okay, so that's this. Put all this stuff together. I'm just trying to see what else I can put with the skin area. Now I've got to leave this gap, these gaps over. I don't want to put them right up next to itself because of the way texture data works. And also, when you're packing this stuff, you have to give the largest area the most resolution. Okay, so that's the head and the face. That's probably too big. And honestly, I should have done a better job with the face because I am not giving the face the type of care it really needs in order to be better. Come on. This area that I have should be way larger than what I have. It really needs to be. It's just so tiny. It's really quite insignificant. It's pretty bad actually. Okay, so that's it for that. Let's just pull a relax on the mouth real quick just to see what happens. Nah, it's good as it is. Okay, and the eyeball also needs to be fairly large. Again, most important part of the body, so we're going to give it some real size here. Okay, those are the arm sleeves. Let's just go ahead and stretch this out to the end. Okay, arm sleeves, we could put that over here. All right, let's just see for now, can we get the, okay, the shirt's going to be fairly large, and the pants are going to be fairly large. Let's just go ahead and fit the shirt up. It's auto saving. Okay, so here's the pants. Okay, maybe this is too tall. So here's what I can do. I can put the sleeves down at the bottom underneath the shirt. Give it more texture resolution by moving it up rather than going horizontal. Come on. Okay, so there's that. Let's put the skin over here. Keep it with the eye, I guess. Okay, I can put this on top of the webbing of the palm. These guys over here, where can I put them? Now just to let you guys know, I don't like rotating objects. I like keeping everything always going in the same direction. It can affect normal maps. It can affect other textures. So I'd rather just manually stack the stuff. Yes, it's insignificant. Yes, it's probably just skin color, but nonetheless, I still have care for it. Okay, let's move these over here. Okay, this is pants. This is the ear. Still don't know what piece this is. Probably part of a finger. That ear is probably too small. It probably needs much, much larger space. Let's actually go ahead and break it from the back of the ear. Whoops. And then I really have to go. Oh, come on, break. Okay, so that's the back of the pants. And the shoe. Now, I know I just said I don't like to rotate it. Doesn't mean that I don't rotate it. I just don't like to. So let's do this. Don't really have much of a choice under the time constraint that I'm on. You know, this is the under part of the character. This can be moved. We can try to get more resolution out of this. There we go. All right, everybody. That's I'm gonna have to call it. That's probably as good as I can get for today, which is not half bad. It's not bad. Just kind of balance out the up and down. And again, I got this loose polygon. My guess is it's part of the finger, so I'm just going to put it maybe over here. Let's get it off the edge a little bit. And let's get this off the edge a little bit. Okay. All right, guys. You guys have a good day, and I will catch you in the next video. And that's a done unwrap. Shalom. Convert it to edible poly when you're done, by the way. And save. Shalom.